I want to tell you a little bit about my journey. Many people don't know this. About 15 years ago, my wife and I and one-year-old lived in Charlotte. She had an opportunity to transfer up here with the State Employees Credit Union. We were excited about that. We'd had some hardships. My mom and father had both had stage 4 cancer. We were told we wouldn't have a son, but yet we did. We were given land by her parents. We were going through plans to build a house. We were going through a move. We had a 1-year-old, so almost everything that can happen in your life was happening at the same time. Well, I found out at the age of 30 that my wife had stage 4 cancer. And you feel like you've been turned inside out and upside down. But we moved up, and that was the journey to being an accidental teacher. I was given a job at Pisgah Elementary. I joined as a remediation tutor, got my master's in teaching from Western Carolina, drove the bus, did my student teaching at Inca High. Mr. Dale gave me a shot when a lot of other people might not have done that. He hired me. He must have been rooting for the underdog that day. I got my dream job 13 years ago at Room 8 at Pisgah Elementary. It's never changed. It's always been the same room, same school. And I'm really grateful for that. And today, by the way, the day before 9/11, on 9/10, 15 years ago, my wife had a successful surgery. So today's a great day for me. A little about the Teacher of the Year experience. I never thought I would win this award. The opportunity to participate on councils, be with uber-talented educators, to interview with Tammy on 96.5. She's an impressive force of a person. To skeet shoot at Biltmore, to work with Ben, Stacia, and Tim in communications, to serve on the Teacher of the Year committee. The talent in this county and in this room is remarkable. Through classroom visits, portfolios, and interviews, it has been an honor to get to learn about our 7 Teacher of the Year finalists. They have the admiration and respect of their colleagues, students, principals, and teachers. Continue to bloom where you're planted. Continue to enrich young minds, and know that the best is yet to come. I'd be remiss if I didn't thank a few people. Mrs. Yates, you're my Principal of the Year every year. Thank you for all you do. Kathy McCormick and Jenny Lynn Krishbaum were master teachers. They'd be on Mount Rushmore at Pisgah. They taught me so much. I'm appreciative for the steady and outstanding leadership of Dr. Baldwin, Mrs. Swanger, Mr. Huff, Mrs. Reed, Mr. Pace, all who serve in the county office in every capacity. Our terrific board members, the Buncombe County Schools Foundation, and our sponsor this evening, Pierce Group Benefits. Thank you. I'd like to thank the staff at Pisgah Elementary. It's my second home. I appreciate everyone, the custodians, the lunch ladies, the secretaries. Everyone pitches in to make it a great place. Very grateful for all of them. My charge might be more like some humble musings and words of encouragement, so please humor me. History is made by those who make the wake. The lead dog is the only one whose view ever changes. Don't live in a vacuum. Collaborate with your colleagues. Compete with yourself. Sometimes we do the opposite. Everyone has drama and trauma. Some hide it better than others. Be a positive force in everyone's life and understand every person you meet has a story. Be a beacon of hope, honesty, and integrity. A boat is safest in the harbor, but that's not why it's built. Take chances and get out in the deep water. Understand overnight success usually takes at least 15 years. Fall off the horse 8 times, get up 9. Commit to get 1% better every day. Simplification trumps complication. Make sure the dash between your birth and death represents something great, noble, and lasting. Principals, continue to remove roadblocks for your teachers and encourage them every day. The year I taught Mr. Dale's daughter, Larkin, I had 30 that year. I decided it would be a bright idea to do a center of balance, center of gravity experiment. We had about 5 minutes before an assembly. My head accidentally went through the plate glass on my classroom door. Glass went everywhere. It was embedded in my forehead, a little bit of blood, and the kids were so sweet. His daughter, Larkin, was, Mr. Halpin, you've got glass in your forehead. So I went to his office after I got coverage for my room, and I said, Mr. Dale, I'm really sorry. There's glass shattered all over the hallway, and I'm happy to pay for it, and I just thought I might not have a job. And he just kind of looked at me and smiled and said, JB, that would only happen with you. He picked up the phone, called maintenance, and it was replaced the next day. So I always appreciated his encouragement. Put the big rocks in your figurative box first. Then the small ones can fill in. Prioritize, identify, and use your talents. In the story of David and Goliath, no one ever roots for Goliath. Encourage and advocate for the underdogs, the ones that everyone seems to give up on. Be a powerful force for every student in your classroom. Attitude and effort go a long way. Under-promise and over-deliver. Don't talk about the recipe. Show them the biscuits. Teaching sometimes feels like nailing jelly to a wall or juggling on top of marbles that are placed on a bed of ice. But at the end of the day, we do great things. We help build big dreams. Stay with it. Teddy Roosevelt quoted, "Far better it is to dare mighty things, to win glorious triumphs, even though checkered by failure, than to rank with those poor spirits who neither enjoy nor suffer much, because they live in a gray twilight that knows not victory nor defeat." I encourage all of you to dare mighty things, to win glorious triumphs, to take risks, and to always root for the underdogs. In closing, it's been the biggest honor of my career to serve as Buncombe County's Teacher of the Year. Thank you for allowing me to do that, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening.